No.
Edison and his crew came up with wonderful inventions. They came up with light bulbs, the photographs, including on the telephone and the telegraph. Over 440 guests were received at the Menlo Park Complex platform. All aboard! There we go. That's in case the engineer didn't hear it. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Greenfield Village Railroad. For the safety of our younger rider, we ask that the adults with them place themselves in the outside of the row. If it's not practical, make sure that they are held or easily within your reach. We also ask that you do not stand up and move around while the train is in motion, keeping your head, hands, and feet inside the cars at all times. Eating and drinking is not permitted, but water from an enclosed water bottle is just fine. We're heading over to the Firestone Station, the entrance to the Greenfield Village. Sit back and enjoy the rest of your time. Thank you. We'll say goodbye to Linda, our station master. Awesome job, Linda, getting us all on the train safely. We are in Railroad Junction right now, and that orange building you see there is the Smith Street Station Depot that was built in 1858. Station depots like this were cropping up all over the nation with the advent of the steam locomotive. This is a place where people would catch the train and then they would also deliver the mail for the community. A station master's job was 24/7, so the Grand Trunk Railroad that built the building allowed him to live here with his family. Behind that is the Edison Illuminating power plant built in 1890. It was a place where Henry Ford had one of his early professional jobs as a steam engineer. And then across the street from that is our new building that's being erected. It's the Detroit Vegetable Building from Detroit's Central Market. And here it will be dedicated in April of 2022. In front of us is the Detroit, Toledo, Milwaukee Roundhouse, built in the year 2000, made to look like one from Marshall, Michigan in 1884. In front of that is the Pierre Marquette Turntable, and that's how we get our steam locomotives and other rolling stock in and out of the Roundhouse. Look, roundhouses like this have disappeared or they were left abandoned. There are fewer than 10 left in the nation. We have one because we have 3 steam locomotives that need constant repair and maintenance by a highly experienced staff. We now come into our Liberty Craftworks district. Here you'll be able to see artisans at work, just like they did back in the 1880s, working on glass blowing, pottery making, weaving, and a tip shop. We also have the Davidson Gerson Gallery of Glass here. You can see glass pieces on display from the 1700s to modern day. And we also have 3 historic mills here, a carding mill, a grist mill, and a sawmill. Over to the left, you'll see some historic farm equipment. Most of it is used by horse-pull wagons. And it's used at an up-and-coming district. It's called the Working Farms District. You'll be sure like that of 1885. Look to your right, and you'll see our apple orchard with some delicious apples ready to be picked. The farmhouse you see there is the home of Firestone from Columbia, Ohio. Everyone just remain seated.
What's the name?
Just remain seated.
The train made an emergency stop.
I know, but why?
The lady was running on the train.
Yeah, we're waiting for people to cross.
That never happened before. Well, they were walking from there and they walked down the tracks like dummies. Kick them out. It's crazy.
There's no way. Oh my god. What's going on? My god, we're stuck on a train. Oh, we picked a perfect day. We picked
Emergency stop. Never saw that before.
Oh my.
In front of Firestone Station.
What's going on? We're all gonna die. Oh my god, take a look. This is.
See if we wouldn't have went back, we wouldn't have been wrong.
Those people over there got the train stuck. Way to go to that lady. Oh my god. No, imagine we got it on video like when we're not on the train.
It's kind of cool to be honest.
We're stuck. I don't believe.
The guys are looking at you guys.
What's going on? What's going on? We're gonna die. There's no way. The train got stuck. What's happened? How long do we have to stop here for? Alright.
What did he say happened?
A kid was on the tracks.
Oh.
What happened?
A kid was on a track.
Oh, kid was on a track.
He's getting up.
Nothing wrong. So the train had to stop because there was a kid on the track, and that's not good. And then it takes a minute to get the train rolling again. Because steaming a train is needing a lot of get moving.
I seen this in a video, but now we get on a track. I don't know that. This is nuts.
Alright, you gotta sit down, man.
Look at the farmer guys. I'm like, what the heck's going on?
I did not expect this on my last day here.
What's the engineer doing?
Oh, the engineers are talking.
Hello, Daddy. I think there was a kid on the track. That's why we stopped. Yeah. I don't know. Or you mean
This happened before.
probably. Yeah.
No, on July 31st, there was a sheep on the track, and the train had to stop. It was a different locomotive.
Okay.
I saw this on YouTube. I did not expect this to happen again.
The train was gonna. So I heard the train hit the brakes, like hit the stem on the brakes because he must have ran over something. That's why.
Oh my god.
I haven't had a meeting. This is crazy.
My god. This is gonna be famous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're fine. Oh, I love you. Bye.
Take a picture. You don't believe it, this.
I don't.
Look, right. You can see you right there. Right above. Like you can't see your body on your break.
I don't.
Oh yeah, you should see those.
There's a lady coming. A worker's coming. On a train. And we're stuck in Greenfield Village. Awesome.
Oh yeah, I like this one. We need to file it here. I know.
They're gonna file a report on them.
Oh yeah, probably have to. Well, they got it. It's like no joke. It's like a real train.
Wait, what did they get a report on?
They're gonna file a report, like with the transportation, because
Wait, what are they gonna do again?
they're gonna file a report.
To who?
Train commission or something. I don't know.
You can stand up right now. But when they blow the whistle and the train starts moving again, you gotta sit down, okay? Yeah, that one.
We're supposed to be moving, and we're supposed to be at Firestone Station, but we're here, stuck on a train. Okay, the people are coming right now. Wait until Matthew hears this. Yep, there he goes back on.
Oh, this is the deal. The coal inside the tender, right there.
When I heard the brakes go off, I thought we're stopping. We're stopping.
Sometimes that happens. Okay. All right, now you got
This is crazy.
I have to do something different before I send it to you. That's okay.
Maybe a person has to stop and not a phone.
Did everybody get the picture of us? Yeah. Okay. 'Cause there's one where
Everybody on board, thank you so much for your patience. We will be moving more momentarily.
We've been stuck here for 11 minutes. It's been 11.
We're almost to the station, but we just got stuck.
Yep. No, I can send it.
This is
Can you
great.
make sure everybody remains seated? We are moving out.
Here we go.
2 whistles, meaning we go forward. Thank you again for your patience. We're just so happy no one was harmed.
See you guys later.
The house that you see on your right is the home of Harvey Firestone. He's the person who supplied Henry Ford with tires for his Model T cars. And if you look over to the left or right over there, you'll see some sheep that are in the pasture. Those are merino sheep. Maybe you have a sweater or a scarf that says it was made of merino wool. You have these sheep to thank for. And way over to the far right, we have cows in the pasture and also horses. If you love farm animals, when you do get off that Firestone, do take a short walk over to the Firestone farm. We are coming into the station. You see that the corn, some of it has already been harvested. And notice, look below, you'll see pumpkins growing. The farmers here on the farm know that if they plant some goods that are low to the ground, that helps to keep the weeds from growing and gives us better corn. We are now pulling into the station. Remain seated. The engineer will set a brake, giving us the sound of a single whistle, letting us know it's safe to come off the train. You will be exiting to your right side of the station. Should you be getting off here, I encourage you to take a walk to the Ford home and see what's cooking and baking there, or over to the Firestone farmhouse as well to see what they are making in their kitchen. Wait for the whistle before standing up.
Sweet wheel.
yeah, there was a kid on that track. He was just his mom is.
It's so and place themselves on the outside of the road. If it's not practical, make sure that they are held or easily within your reach. Also, we ask that you do not stand up and move around while the train is in motion, keeping your headphones and feet inside the car. Eating and drinking is not permitted, but water and enclosed water bottles are fine. Say goodbye to Pat and Linda, our station masters. Thank you so much. Appreciated your help getting everybody on board safely. The Greenfield Village is divided into 7 different districts. The very first one is the Henry Ford Model T. Over to the left, you'll see the white farmhouse, his birthplace. He was born on July 30th, 1863, the oldest of 6 children. Stop over and listen to presenters tell you about his early life, and then take a walk over to the Ford Motor Company and listen to how he came up with that idea of a motor car that changed the world of transportation, the 1908 Model T. And then take a ride on one of our Model Ts sometime today. Our next district takes us into Main Street. Here you'll be able to see the home of the Wright Brothers and the Wright Brothers Cycle Shop, which we call the birthplace of aviation. Visit Mrs. Cohen's shop. Our staff are making beautiful hats and accessories just like she did back in the 1880s. Main Street's a place where all of our historic activities take place. We have it all set up for Halloween nights at our going to start on October 7th. The Herschel Spillman Carousel is located there as well, built in 1919. The statue of Thomas Edison takes us into Edison at Works District. This Menlo Park complex over to the far left is the machine shop. The gray structure upstairs is the laboratory where he created many of his inventions. Over 420 patents were received here at this site. And young single men that worked for him, they would rent rooms over at the Sarah Jordan boarding house. It made history on December 31st, 1879. It was the very first home in the entire world that was fitted for electric lights and lit. And when next to that, when he wintered in Florida, he had his own fully equipped laboratory over at Fort Myers. We come into our next district called Courthouse and Parlors with a beautiful right enters through the aptly covered bridge, built in 1832. Here we have the home of William McGuffey. He's the person who came up with that McGuffey reader that taught millions of children to read. The home of Robert Frost, the poet, and the scholar Noah Webster. He's the person who came up with that American Dictionary of the English language back in 1828. We also have the Edison homestead. It was the grandparents of Thomas Edison. We are having staff there just demonstrating cooking and baking skills. We are now pulling into the station here. Please remain seated. Say hello to Ginger, our station master. The engineer will set a brake and give us the sound of a single whistle, letting us know it's safe to come off the train. You will exit to your left side should you be getting off here. We're only here for about 4 minutes until we load everybody on the train, and then we're going to move on to the street. For the safety of our younger riders, we ask that the adults with them place themselves on the outside of the road. If it's not practical, make sure that they're held or easily within your reach. Also, we ask that you do not stand up and move around while the train is in motion, keeping your head, hands, and feet inside the cars at all times. Please do not stand up and move around while the train is in motion. We are here in Susquehanna Plantation. It was built in 1835 from Tidewater, Maryland. Next to that, the little orange home is the Plimpton family home. It happens to be the oldest American home we have here at Greenfield Village, built in the late 1600s. The first windmill built in 1650. It's the oldest standing windmill in the United States from Cape Cod, Massachusetts. And the Daggett family farmhouse built in 1754. There's our staff working on brewing beer, and the other person is dyeing yarn. You step over there and see how life was like in the pre-American Revolutionary time. We have one of our Model T drivers, one of our Model T drivers there. And the product you see on the left is for our drag picture and horses. Maybe you've seen them pulling our wagons around the village today. A little rest and relaxation for them. The locomotive that's pulling our train today is the Torch Lake. It was built in 1873. It happens to be the oldest running steam locomotive in the country. They also have the Baldwin number 7, built in 1897. Henry Ford used that locomotive. It was his favorite, and it pulled his passenger train around the country. And we also have the Edison, originally built in 1870, but it had undergone complete rebuild. By 1932 it was finished, and Henry Ford named it the Edison after his dear friend Thomas Edison. Steam locomotives operate on just coal and water. Coal is fed into a firebox where it gets really hot. And once it exceeds that temperature, it takes the water in the boiler and makes it steam. The steam is what moves through pipes that go into the pistons that move the wheels. Essentially, that's how it works. Take a look over to the left. You can see some of our decorations going up for Halloween nights here at Greenfield Village. Unfortunately, all tickets are sold out. But you get a chance to see some of our decorations. Keep an eye out on either side of the train and look for Bigfoot. You'll see him coming up. Either look right or left. It doesn't matter. You see one on each side. Coming up, and now, look. There it is. I'm not sure what happened over here, but there's something that was amiss. It doesn't look good for the people that were here. From 1587, they did. And I want you to called a blowdown. It's not a scary thing. All it is water being expelled from the boiler. The engineer has to do that on a regular basis. It's a way to get the mineral deposits that will accumulate in the boiler out during the time of operation. And keep your eyes open to something else. Does not look friendly to me. We are now coming into Walnut Grove area, and I see a cauldron and there's some unfriendly beings there. Not sure what they are up to, but you can only imagine. Again, all part of our Halloween experience. Up the hill, the gray structure is the home of Innings. He was a ship merchant and a doctor, and that home comes to us from New Haven, Connecticut. Next to that is the home of Noah Webster, the writer, and also the poet Robert Frost. It looks like these geese are getting together for a soccer game, perhaps. I'm not sure. In front of us is the Henry Ford Academy High School that was built in 1997. It's a charter school that specializes in the STEAM program: science, technology, engineering, art, and math. 10th through 12th graders have classes here. 9th graders are at the museum. Henry Ford said, learning to do is by doing. These students are able to take what they studied in the classroom and see it firsthand in the museum or village. These vintage Pullman cars here, they're always reserved for our privileged seniors. To be a student here at the Henry Ford Academy High School, one must live in Wayne County, Michigan. After submitting an application, it's the luck of the draw that your application is approved so that you can attend high school here 4 years tuition free. Uh-oh, stereo man on your left. Oh, what could that be? They must have been out there fishing way too long. Even the catch that they have doesn't have any meat on it. All bones. Left and up the hill is a continuation of Main Street. You'll see a chapel that Henry Ford had built in honor of his mother-in-law, Martha Bryant, and his mother, Mary Ford. Since 1935, many weddings have been celebrated here. In fact, if you take a good look, there is a wedding about to start now. Next to that is the Scotts Elementary School, where Henry Ford attended in his early years. And then we have the Logan County Courthouse, where young Abraham Lincoln practiced law and was very good for us. The Taste of History restaurant is next to us. It's a cafeteria-style restaurant. Up until 4 o'clock, it serves hot lunches. After that, it'll just be beverages and snacks. Unfortunately, the Eagle Tavern restaurant has been closed for the rest of the season. If you are getting off at the station, the Smiths Creek station, I encourage you to take a ride on the Herschel Spellman Carousel, built in 1913. At 108 years old, you're able to take a ride on this authentic carousel with a menagerie of animals to choose. If you are getting off here as well, I encourage you to go and have one of those frosty treats at the frozen custard stand. The recipe is like that from Coney Island, New York from 1919. A definite must-do before you leave Greenfield Village. As we pull into the station, remain seated. The engineer will set a brake, giving us the sound of a single whistle, letting us know it's safe to come off the bridge. Say hi to Mike, our station master, and to Jim, our conductor. He's going to take over for me for a couple of times around. Stay seated. Wait till you hear the whistle.
Sit down, please.
Evidence of our Halloween boat ramp coming up shortly.